Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday like the Great Wolf Lodge in Connecticut, okay? I just had to get that out. We just got back from Great Wolf Lodge. Oh, my ears are backwards. Great Wolf Lodge. Yes, that's how the kids say it. Great Wolf Lodge. We just got back from there. We got back from Great Wolf Lodge, Massachusetts. You all know that we did go to the Great Wolf Lodge, Connecticut at Foxwoods back in June, right? I hope everyone has watched that vlog. And I'm here to tell you this, that Great Wolf Lodge, Connecticut is better. It is 10 times better, 10 times better, 10 times better. It is worth your money. It is worth the drive, okay? The reason why we went to Great Wolf Lodge, Mass as well, or again, not because it was a brand trip, but because we just wanted to experience like a real getaway, you know, going out of town. And there's a big difference between the two. So I'm just gonna go over quickly the difference between the two. First of all, Great Wolf Lodge, Connecticut is on Foxwoods Resort Casino. They're both in rural areas. I think Mass one is in Fitchburg, Mass or something like that. They're both in very rural areas, but I think having the Connecticut one actually in Foxwoods Casino, like on the resort, it just gives a whole different vibes, like just driving there, entering the driveway, pulling up to the half circle driveway, the big sliding doors in Connecticut. I think it's that, because when we drove into the parking lot in Mass, first of all, the kids did not know we were going there. It was another surprise trip. We told them we were going to New Jersey. But, you know, of course, as mom, I had to be excited, right? But I was like, I want this. Right? The vibes was not there pulling up into the driveway. It was not there at all. The biggest difference was that I'm not sure of the exact total of each trips, but I do know for Connecticut, when we were at the Connecticut one, it was definitely over $1,000. Over $1,000 was definitely spent. Remember too, we did the wolf passes at the Connecticut one, and we had breakfast there. You know, they had wands and other stuff. Mass, we didn't do that. We just lodged there, and I don't know if you guys hear the wind. We just lodged there and did the water park. Dad did mention that Mass, it was like it was more than half the price than Connecticut. So some other differences are, I believe Massachusetts, you can clearly tell that is probably like their very first Great Wolf Lodge ever. It's definitely older. It's not as upgraded. It doesn't have like the automatic flushing, automatic sinks, and soap dispensers like Connecticut. It definitely gives you an older feel, the Massachusetts one. Not even retro, because, you know, retro is okay. We are millenniums, but it definitely gives a very just older feel, right? But like Connecticut, Connecticut one is just different. I think even how they designed the park, not even water park yet. Let's not even go there yet. But just the entry, it's just different. It's just way more welcoming. Like, you know, if you're house hunting and you step into a home and the entry of the home is just wide and welcoming, you know, some people don't like when you enter a home and it's just like straight steps, you know, or not, you know, not so welcoming, right? The rooms seem to be the same. Yeah, the rooms seem to be the same. The view from the rooms are way better than Mass, because again, you're getting the view of the casino, okay, in Connecticut. What else What else was there? The staff were really nice at both parks. You know, of course, it's families, you know, it's kids. They have to be really, really nice. But you all know, I think it's at all the Great Wolf Lodges, they do like the family dance party, story time, arts and craft. So they had that as well in Mass. But it was, it was. I did not like that at all. Also, in Mass, they were checking bags before entering the park. Connecticut, they weren't doing that. Maybe they had some thermal type of technology to check everyone's bag before entering the water park. But yeah. Oh, the wave pool in Connecticut, you know, when the wave is coming, the wolf will howl. In Mass, you don't get that. I can't even remember what happens when, what do they do when the wave is coming? I don't even remember. I'll have to ask the kids. I don't think it's nothing. I don't know, honestly. I can't remember. But in Connecticut, the wolf howls. That's how you know the wave is coming. So that's also, you know, very exciting and, you know, keeps, you know, the crowd and kids like in anticipation. What are some other things? What are some other things? Both parks had like the tap to pay bracelets. I really like that idea. Because we didn't get the wolf passes, we didn't go to, you know, in the area where they had the adventures. We didn't go over there. Oh, in Mass, they had a photo booth where you could take free photos with your family. That was really nice. And it doesn't matter, you could take like 10 free photos. So that was really nice. We took a couple of that. We took a couple of those. There seemed to be more restaurants, dine in, dine out options in Mass. It seemed to be, yeah. And I really hope that this thought was on the decision table. I really hope it was, because if it was, that was extremely thoughtful of the team to honor, the Native American people, the ancestors and the community now, because there is a reservation around the casinos in Connecticut. I think that was just a very meaningful way to honor the Native American community and their ancestors. I really think it was. I remember having a field trip at the Massachusetts Museum around Foxwoods. I just wanted to say this. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday like the Great Wolf Lodge in Connecticut. Okay? I just had to get that out.